U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Try to find Jordan Addison that time.
And it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Brandon Powell, 53 yards.
And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 23. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Third down and 10. Purdy looking to throw.
And that is incomplete.
key third down throws.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 30.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Flushed out right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
To throw on 2nd down. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Shifts by him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now Purdy.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Purdy from the gun.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And this is caught, Jennings. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots down.
Touchdown 49ers! Brandon Ayuk. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Escapes the defender. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. McCarthy going underneath. He's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings 1st down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw again.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A busy 1st quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. Off the play fake. McCarthy. That's caught downfield by Addison. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the 1st half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7. That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Jones. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Aaron Jones
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here's Trent Taylor.
Fights off the tackle at the 20.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
2nd down and a yard. Purdy.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Forced out to his left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down and 6 now.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
13 yards there and a Niner first. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McCarthy. Powell on the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on 1st down. McCarthy.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
To throw on 3rd down, McCarthy. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Cameron Latu from 6 yards away.
And the 49ers are back within a score.
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy, slant route, and he's got Addison. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They always say the real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Here's a jet sweep. This is Addison. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
it's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Off play action. McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Back to throw.
McCarthy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Juwan Jennings.
76 yards.
And the Niners are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the football going back to the Vikings offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On 1st and 10, McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Addison hauls it in.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is caught.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards that time.
Purdy now to throw.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here's Purdy.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy. Throwing the incomplete. That's Powell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. And his kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now Purdy.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Purdy on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun. McCarthy able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down and 3.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to keep the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss your turn, can't miss your opportunity.
Yeah, they're going for another opportunity now.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
McCaffrey on the toss right. Ooh, the juke. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 93 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 33. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Running right, Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. McCarthy.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, Purdy.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On first down, it's Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Purdy sets up to throw again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw again, McCarthy. And this is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught at the 25. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Up the middle, Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
A give to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Jones diving for the end zone. He is in. Touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at their own 26.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
There he goes, right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
118 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Motion to the left with Jennings. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
McCaffrey on the counter. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Play action. Now Purdy. This caught by Latu, the tight end.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And 3rd and 1 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down.
Purdy. That is caught.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Vikings 34.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
On 1st down,
McCarthy. A quick throw there is incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended receiver.
but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again.
McCarthy. Addison hauls it in.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Powell on the catch. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught by Addison.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
They'll come up now on second down.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
He's back to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Now 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here's 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So Purdy and the Niners down by a field goal, a little under 30 seconds remaining. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Throwing, Purdy. This is Jennings. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And now the timeout call. So 5 seconds left, and a field goal would send us to overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw.
McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Charles, you get into these overtime situations. That's not a bad guy to dial in.
And now we've got a review here. All challenges in overtime, of course, initiated by the replay official here in the stadium.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive.
A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Looking to throw on second down.
McCarthy, complete. Jefferson to target.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you, or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, it's Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down,
McCarthy. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still fourth down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
and his kick is right there. It's good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
This 2nd and 4.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 10.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses